Well, good morning. Morning in America. Remember what Reagan used to run on? It's morning in America. And it's morning now, and it's a good day to wake up with a Trump win. Uh, can you imagine what it would have been like if you'd awakened today and heard that Kamala Harris was the president elect? I'm just going to make a short one here. There's a few things that I want to say. I'll probably come back later today after I watch some things. It's going to be a fun day to watch the news. Uh, I'll say a few things later on, but just a couple of things. And that Trump, we see, has won the presidency. He is the president elect. It's good. There are still some things to be concerned about. We can see a lot of things turning around now. It has given a reprieve to us, as I said the first time that Trump was elected in 16. I said we either have a 4 year or an 8 year reprieve to try to prepare more to get ready, or on the political side to try to strengthen our position. And as it turned out, it was 4, and then we saw we saw what can happen after that, right? Hopefully, this has been a warning to a lot of people on our side that need a warning. So now we either have 4 or more, hopefully, and it all depends on us, guys. This election showed, for all the naysayers, for all the quitters out there, all those that won't vote, who maintain because of their own personal disappointments that it's people are selected, not elected, and it's two wings of the same bird, and all this kind of cynical behavior that's extremely un-American. Uh, that voting matters. Guess what? Voting matters. It matters. That's how the other side got it. Well, we did it this time, and it looks like Trump not only has won the electoral votes, but the popular votes, which gives him a great mandate to an extent. However, there's a danger, and we haven't seen what's going to happen with the House yet. The Republicans have taken the Senate. Yeah, there's a bunch of rhinos in there, but we will see what happens. Trump can drive rhinos, and our job is to get more of those of good traditionalists. I won't even call them conservatives. I don't really like the term conservative because it means conserving what one has, and we have a lot of things in our government, in our country right now that I don't want to conserve. I want to get rid of them. I want to take them back, like we see on the American Reversion Channel. America needs a reversion. It doesn't need to hold on to what we are. We're not in a good place right now. Okay, America has fallen far away from its intended purpose, and we need to get it back. Now, what happens with the House is important. Um, it's thin, and if the Republicans lose the House, it can be a real problem, even though they have control of the Senate now, or will have in January. Uh, Losing the House is a big deal, and if it's that thin, I was talking to my boys today, this morning when they woke up. I said, "Yeah, it's good, but the thing is, remember that during the off-year elections, that the party in power tends to lose a lot of House seats. So if we're coming into this, if it turns out that we're very thin in the House majority, it can take a real bad turn for Republicans in the off-year elections. That's going to be a danger because that's going to be the last 2 years of Trump's administration, and they can cause a lot of problems. They can cause a lot of problems. This is why. Uh, this is why voting is so important. By the way, to Kevin Altapeter and all the people out there who voted for the first time this this election, congratulations. Thanks for your help. You have stepped up. You can consider yourself even more of an American now than ever before, and I'm sure you were a good American anyway. But good for you. You have stepped into the fight and for all of those who sat it out, the quitters who prefer to sit on the bench but still eat the pizza. That the players won. Uh, uh, man, I tell you, you are a disappointment. You wow. I don't know how you live with yourself. I really don't. Take a good hard look in the mirror. There's a poem called "The Man in the Mirror," and take a hard look at in the mirror and see what the sourness that your cynicism and self-loathing and refusal to take a stand. Look what it's done to you. Look what it's done to you, and compare yourself to those people who stand up and work and take a chance and put themselves out there and stand for something. The difference is great. You know, those people who won't vote are, in my opinion, even below those on the other side who at least believe in something. Now they believe in something that's wrong, but at least they believe in something. You know, the people who don't believe in anything, uh, I have nothing for you. Uh, like uh, like the saying was, may posterity forget you were our countrymen. Mm. By the way, I haven't talked about this mug. Have you gotten your "Make America Great Again" MAGA mug? I haven't put that. I haven't talked about this one. We've sold a lot of them already. I imagine we're going to sell a whole lot more now. But I haven't talked a lot because it was looking like a squeaker, and I didn't want to put these out there. One of the things I'm going to talk about this more in a minute, but one of the things that we need to do now, and this is why I was talking about the off-year elections, is that this is our chance. Too often, the people on our side, on the more conservative, the traditionalist side, will take a victory and go, oh, well, okay, now we've won, and now we can sit back, and everything's going to be fine, and we'll let Trump take care of all of it. It's not up to Trump to take care of this country. It's up to you and me. And we are supposed to work at it. We're supposed to stand for the traditional values that the country was based on, that God expects us to, and build this country back into something that it was meant to be, that it's fallen away from. It's up to us, and our job starts today. I mean, our job, we should always have been involved in it, but now we have to understand that our job starts today to win more people, not to sit on the bench and go, oh wow, okay, let Mahomes win the game, right? And it's been a great couple of days. I have to interject this. Chiefs won again. They beat the Bucks. Boy, I tell you, Mahomes was like an Elway, ain't he? Uh, and then that day, Monday, we went to my son's freshman football banquet, and then that night the Chiefs won, still undefeated, and then last night, um, Trump won. Man, this is starting to be off a good week. I apologize for the sunlight. It's I have eastern windows, and then it's reflecting off the outside of the back storm door, and it's God's sunshine bathing me with His love. And I don't say that to be facetious. I'm just explaining that. He's bathing you with His love too, and He wants you to do what's right. So, hang on, somebody's calling me. Okay, I'm sorry. I forget where I was, but I think what I was saying was this: it it's up to us now to work at promoting traditional values more every day in all parts of our life. And I'll tell you something. Aiden and I were putting up lights on a neighbor's house yesterday, and he came out and was talking, and he's kind of a squishy conservative, and he's one of those, well, I don't know, both sides this and both sides that and all that. And I had asked him how he was doing. He says he's doing great. He's doing great. He just started a new business. Remember, I talk about businesses all the time. You see, people, and I've heard this, when you get into the more affluent areas of any suburb, apparently, you see more. You saw. it'll be fun to watch them sneak out and take all their signs down today. You saw more Harris Wall signs. Why is that? Because those people they weren't feeling the economic crunch that others were. Okay, because they just get out there and work. and they make more money. And if there's more of a challenge, they just work harder and they make more, and they make sure that their lifestyle doesn't suffer. So I was talking to this guy yesterday, and he was, I don't know, I think we're getting BS from both sides. He says, I think that the news just kind of slants it. And I said, well, how about this? I don't pay attention to what the news says. Say, I pay attention to what the candidates say. And how did you like that? Harris's wanting to tax unrealized capital gains. And you know what? He hadn't heard about that. Now, many people out there, I'll be honest, here's the state of the ignorance of the American voter, so many of them, they don't even know what that means, because a lot of them don't have capital gains, right? But when you start talking, when I explained to him what it was, and I says, good. So your house is appreciated $400,000, since you bought it. Are you looking forward to writing that big check for your unrealized capital gains? And he was shocked. See, he didn't know this. It's our job because he was doing fine. He started a new business, blah, blah, blah. It's our job to be out there every day. We don't have to go out there and preach on, stand on the street corner like a street preacher with a microphone. Just by the way that we live, the way that the things that we say, the policies that we support or speak against, and being able to speak for or against them in a knowledgeable way, we need to influence, and that's the way we turn this country back around. Sadly, too many people on our side are not going to do that. They're just going to go, okay, Trump won. No, we got to get out there every day. That's one of the reasons for this. I'm going to get back to this. Make America great again. We put out a lot of mugs to start conversations. And here you can see, isn't that a beautiful, the most wonderful, the greatest it's ever been sidebar. We always put sidebars on ours. And it says, MAGA, make America great again. I coined that saying, by the way. And then 45 and 47. I designed this, and we put it up for sale some time ago, several months ago, but I haven't promoted it. Now I'm promoting it. Get one of these so that you can drink out of it, and get it so you can start conversations. Get one to take to work with you. Get one to drink out of. You can get them individually, or this one also is going to be available in sets of 4. Set of 4 is only $80, and we pay the shipping. And man, there has never been a day that you want this. If this isn't available in a set of 4 yet, I will have Aiden put it on the website this evening as your set of 4. So if you want a set of 4, if you go to our website, stonemount.us, and it's not yet available in a set of 4, come back tomorrow and get your set of 4 so that you can have it. So you can give them as gifts, or have them for friends, or give them to people in the office, whatever. It's a way that we, you know what? I don't make a bunch out of these, believe it or not, after I pay the shipping and everything like that. This is kind of one of my ways of getting the message out. Let me take a sip of message here. That's one sip helped make America great again. So anyway, we it's a good day. But we have work ahead of us. If we really want our kids and our grandkids to live in a country that somewhat resembles what we grew up in and the way that it should be, our work just started. It didn't end. This is not the end of anything. This has to be the beginning. And just like Kevin Altapeter, for those of you on YouTube who aren't familiar, Kevin's one of our great members over on the Patreon channel on integrative preparedness, and he voted for the first time in 61 years. Congratulations. We need to do a better job in getting more people to our side, but it's our job, guys. It's not Trump. It's not anybody else. It's our job. I know I'm pointing at you, but actually I see myself in it, so I'm pointing at myself. It's our job to do that. So let's enjoy this day and watch what's coming. I'll be honest with you, I don't get the feeling of the energetic hatred and response from the left that I expected. Now, we haven't heard from Kamala. We have not, it'll be interesting to see what she says. It'll be interesting to watch all the excuses. To be honest, CNN and those places, I mean, and I think that's the reason we haven't seen a lot of this ginned up hatred, is because the news outlets themselves are saying, hey, he won. He did not only won the electoral, but he won the popular vote, and that kind of, tamps it down. So it makes it takes away the righteous indignation, that these people need to set the neighborhoods on fire. But we will see. Yesterday I said the Civil War starts, or 2 days ago, Civil War starts Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday now. We are in a civil war, but hopefully it will stay nonviolent as much as possible. Okay, it has to stay. It has to stay. If for anybody is around who was offended by what I said earlier, like I said, you don't have a right to be offended. You ought to be ashamed if you don't vote. If any of you are still hanging around, get in the fight, or stop whining. Okay. All right. I'm gonna spend the day today signing books and watching the news, and it'll be fun to watch some of those wackos. What's that one that Whoopi Goldberg is on? I'm gonna try. I'll ask Kelly. What's the name of that? I'm gonna go watch that if I remember. You all have a great day. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow, and realize that America needs a reverter. God has given us a kind of a second chance here. See what we're going to do with it, okay? And see if we can make America great again. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.